It's time for Let's Chat with Rustec, a podcast dedicated to helping entrepreneurs just like you. When starting out, entrepreneurs often feel they need to go it alone, and I'm here to tell you that's just not the case. Entrepreneurs have a lot of questions, and this podcast will give you the answers. My name is Nick Russell, and this is Let's Chat with Rustec. Hey, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Chat with Rustec. My name is Nick Russell. Now, one of the really cool things about doing what I do is when you have a conversation with somebody and they have that aha moment, they have that light bulb go off in the back of their head, and then the wheels start to turn. Now, this has happened a few times, and especially about this subject that I'm about to talk to you guys today about. That light bulb keeps going off the way I explain this. Now, I literally just had a conversation with a friend of mine, and they were looking at ways to kind of grow and network and really get out there. And I talked to them about Facebook groups. And they're like, oh, Facebook, it's so hard to get into and there's no engagement. And they were kind of on the negative side, and they just didn't see the potential to grow. And I told them, let's just take a step back for a second. Like, what was Facebook designed for? What was any social media platform for that matter? Whether it be Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn or TikTok. What is social media? What was social media designed for? And they're like, just to connect and grow. And I'm like, just like, let's not think about business. So we talked about Facebook for a bit, and I told him Facebook is all about being social. It's about connecting with friends and family. And then taking that a step further as business owners and entrepreneurs, it's about growing and connecting and networking and just being social while doing it. A lot of people kind of get it into their heads that it's this really hard thing to tap into. It's hard to who's your audience? Where's your audience at? How do you find the right people to buy your product? And, these people I have a hard time selling to. Where do I find the people that want to buy my product or my service? I told them to take a step back. I'm like, think about the last time you went to a networking event. Now, this friend of mine he's like me. He enjoys his beer. He enjoys craft beer, good whiskey, and he's not much of a person to be in front of the computer all the time. But when you get out to a networking event, you're actually there enjoying yourself, enjoying the company of others, having conversations, getting to know people, and handing out business cards and all that kind of stuff. Like, well, let's kind of take a step back. Let's think about the business card for a second. What's on your business card? It has your name, your phone number, your email, your website, your socials, all that kind of stuff. I'm like, well, we could use that on Facebook and create your about section, put all that there, make a nice cover photo and show all this kind of stuff in your cover photo, but still making it really cool. And then we talked about being in a Facebook group. I'm like, what's the one thing you don't like about being in a Facebook group? It's like, oh, you just get spam nonstop. I'm like, exactly. There are a lot of Facebook groups where it's nothing but spam and links and people trying to sell and get you to this funnel, get you to this offer, get you to come into their store. There's this sale, this deal, and all these kinds of things. I'm like, what if you went to a Facebook group where all it was a group of entrepreneurs all providing value to each other? Now, there are hundreds and hundreds of Facebook groups that are just like this. I'm in probably a dozen different groups where the conversation is there. It's all about networking and meeting new people. Now, what happens from there is after you provide some value in these Facebook groups, these people will click on your profile and see what your cover photo has to offer, what links you have in your about section. That's where they start to see what you have to offer and then can buy a product. There's a reason I designed my website the way I designed it. It's designed as a quote unquote funnel hub with one of my main offers right there. If you go to my website, you see my resource tool funnel front and center. Nice little headline, a menu to drop down and scroll down the page for you to get where you want, but the funnel's right there. I did that because I do a lot of network not a lot on Facebook, but I also use LinkedIn groups as well. I do a lot in LinkedIn groups, but people will scroll down and they'll go to your profile, see that, and then you'll see your website in there. That's where a lot of the traffic comes from, is from networking, providing value, not slamming a link in somebody's face. So as I had this conversation, the light bulb went off. And of course, our conversation kind of worked a little further down the line and how we could help each other, and I could help him do this kind of thing. So when you're trying to grow your business, if you're trying to grow your Facebook page and your Instagram account, and you want to drive traffic and you want to create that traffic that you own, you want to have a way to get people to your email list, but you don't want to spam people with it. Okay. You want to go out and provide way more value than you are making an offer. The more value you have, the more relationships you build, that is going to come on the flip side of that. People are going to start to look at your profiles. You're going to start to see your different social platforms, your website, and see that you have these offers. That's how you start getting traffic to your website, to your funnels, and then how those turn into people taking you up on your baseline offers, and how you start to grow your email list. So it all kind of works together, and it's very, very simple. So that's all I had to talk with you about today. And if you want a resource that will help you grow your business online with a lot of tips and tricks that are just like this one, I've got a resource guide that I've already set up that it's taken me a few years to build. And it's the best systems and resources and tools that I've ever used. So if you head to info.rustechmedia.com/tools, it's all yours for free, completely free. And I'll talk a little bit more on the other side of this too, but that's all I had for you today. Hopefully you got enough out of this podcast, and I can't wait to chat with you again next week. Hey everybody, hold up one quick second. Now, as entrepreneurs, we all struggle to find different tools and systems and resources that we could use to help our businesses grow. Now, I've been doing this for almost 6 years now, and I've tried a lot of different systems, procedures, routines, different tools. And over those 6 years, I've compiled everything that I've learned and only pickpocketed the best of the best that has helped me grow. Now, everything that I do now has helped me grow continually year after year after year. And I've put that all into one resource tool for you. If you head to info.rustechmedia.com/tools, that's yours completely free. Everything you need to grow as an entrepreneur and to grow your business online, everything is there completely free. All you have to do is send me your email address, and I will send the resource right to you. So once again, if you want this free resource guide, head to info.rustechmedia.com/tools. And I can't wait to chat with you again next week.